So one of the first tricky things about imaginary numbers here is multiplication. Addition and subtraction tend to be pretty easily understood. Multiplication isn't that hard either, but students tend to get messed up at the very last step of this, and we'll explain why. So we do this like binomial multiplication. We take first times first. 6 times 4 is 24. Then we do the outer ones. 6 times negative 6i is negative 36i. Then we do the inner terms. Negative 3i times 4 is negative 12i. And then here's the tricky part, and the last step here is negative 3 times negative 6 is positive 18. And we have I times I, or I squared. So let's talk just a little bit about I squared. And I squared then is negative 1, because it's the square root of negative 1, right? I is defined as the square root of negative 1. And so if you take the square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1, you take the square root of something and multiply it by itself, you get the thing. Alright, so this is essentially equal to negative 1. So it's like we're taking the 18 and multiplying it by negative 1. And essentially what that does is it changes this term to a negative 18. So you see you have issues with the signs here. Two negatives make it positive, but then the I squared makes it back negative again. So we have two real terms, 24 and negative 18. And we have two imaginary terms, negative 36i and negative 12i. So we combine these like terms like we do in some binomial multiplication. So 24 minus 18 is 6. And then negative 36i minus 12i is negative 48i. And that is the final answer. Again, the tricky step is the I squared part. You take care of your signs in the initial multiplication, but then whatever sign you get is reversed to be the opposite sign.